Good afternoon. This evening we're sowing a cover crop in winter ground. It's a small field we managed for a friend of my father's. But I like to sow cover crops on all my winter ground. Because of where we are, a lot of ground isn't suitable for winter. So winter ground tends to stay winter and spring ground tends to stay spring. And I've been trying to rotate wheat, barley and oats through the winter ground as best as possible, but there comes a point where that's just kind of not enough. And the few years we grew winter rape, we didn't get on very well with it. So we don't grow it anymore, because spring oilseed rape, you just kind of plant it and walk away. And that's kind of basically our motto with it, is you plant it, you give it a bit of fertilizer and you shut the gate on it, and we'll come back in another month from now and harvest it. And it usually does well for us. And we have spring beans as well. And I try to pull ground out of winter for spring crops, but it doesn't always work. So what we're sowing here is a 8-week cover crop of mustard seed. So we'll sow the mustard seed, and in 8 weeks time, when it comes to sowing in the middle of October, we'll disc it down. And you can see here, I'm not doing a great job of disturbing the soil, because I literally only just kind of want to disturb it enough to let the seed in. So this field has been in winter barley for years, and I finally talked my father's friends into trying winter oats in it. And last year we got 2 tons of the acre of winter barley, and this year we got 3.2 tons of the acre of winter oats. So I want to see if I can push it up another bit next year. So I asked him, could I sow this mustard seed as an experiment? Now I sow it on most of my own ground at home, but we'll see how it goes here. So I'm putting in about 100 acres of mustard seed this year, because last year I done it on 20 acres and I was impressed. Like in 8 weeks it grows up to on my shoulder, I suppose. Yeah. It was about the same height as the back tire of the tractor when it was being disced down. So here we have this APV grass seeder. We put it on the power harrow at the start of the summer for sowing grass, and now we have it on the disc harrow for sowing cover crops and red start. So just simply, as you see, it's quite simple. It's just the mustard seed is in the tank, which we'll climb up here and show you. So here it is. It's looking well. Nearly fell there. And it then works kind of like a one pass, and it comes down the hopper, and then the fan blows it out and down the pipes across our 4-meter Romalka disc harrow. Now the 6490 is the only thing at home that actually has all the sensors and everything on it to run the APV air seeder. So when there was nothing majorly pressing on for the evening, I decided to use it. So it's just simply disked and sown, and that's kind of all there is to it. You can just see over there's a load of hay being drawn home. We baled it last night. We ran 2 balers from about 7 o'clock yesterday morning until about 11:30 last night. The poor wrapper didn't finish until about 4 AM trying to keep up with them. And if it wasn't for the fact they went at hay, I think they done about 500 bales of hay in the evening, I think we'd still be wrapping at the moment. But anyway, so we'll see here, excuse the mess of the tractor, it's been at everything. But here we see is the up down switch, and in there you can see is the speed sensor. So that's that. I'll try and remember to show you what it looks like in a month's time or 6 weeks time, but for the moment I think that's it. I'll put up the camera and video of it, and sure, if you want to give me any feedback, I'd be happy to hear it. I'm always interested in learning and doing it better. So yeah, talking a bit. don't know if you can hear me, so I'll try and speak loudly. So I've inside the field done now, and I'm heading back to do the headland. I know this has to be combined before I can sow cover crops. I've been so under pressure trying to get combining done, I keep forgetting I have a GoPro. So I'm kind of hoping that once we get into winter wheat, I might get a chance to do a bit more videoing, because there's only 50 odd acres of winter wheat. It's not a popular thing down this area. Barley be the main thing, followed by oats and spring barley, spring winter barley. So hopefully the weather will be good enough that I can take my time doing it and try and get the video made. have to excuse the mess of my tractor. I haven't been driving it too often, because for the most part with coronavirus going on, everyone has their own. Amy drives this one 99% of the time, and I'm usually in the combine or the silage harvester or the JCB. And myself and my father share the JCB and silage harvester. And Tom, we shared it. Myself and Tom shared the JCB as well. I wrap with it, or Daddy wraps with it, or Tom puts up silage with it. We have masks. That's actually Amy's. We gave masks to everyone at the start of coronavirus, reusable, washable ones. And there's all the disinfectant equipment at home in the workshop. So, for example, when I got into this tractor, I cleaned the steering wheel and the gear stick and the armrest. And then I put the box in. So I'm bringing the handle of the box, so I was okay. Yeah. Geez, you really notice how warm it is today when you turn on that air conditioning. Yeah, this tractor's definitely overpowered for the disc harrow, but it's not a bad thing, because I'm just trying to tip around, trying to get these things sown. Seeing when there's no major pressure. We have 27 acres of straw on the ground, and if it doesn't rain tonight, we should get it in the morning through sod. Yeah, we have all our winter barley done, all our winter oats done, and we have all our contracting for motion done as well. So we're not getting on too badly, we're getting through it. What is today's date? Today is the 13th of August. Not doing too bad. The rain for a long time made it very difficult to get anything done, but the fact that we got the sun and we changed the combine, that we now have, well, we got the opportunity. Like about 10 days ago, yeah, we had mountains of work to do, and one Sunday at 4 o'clock we got a sign, or 3 o'clock, we got a bit of sunshine, so we decided we get cooking. So by 4 o'clock, combine was in the field, trailer was in the field, header was in the field. I had a driver for one trailer, and when my father got back from wrapping, he was going to take over the other trailer. And from 4 o'clock until about 11 o'clock, we got 45 acres, 215 tons, or 214.5, something like that. Now that was something we never would have been able to do with the old combine, and I thought it was phenomenal for this combine. Like, that's a half day's pushing really. So imagine if you were actually able to push it for a full day, the acres you had covered. So I suppose I'll leave it at that. I might see I have the headlands of another field. So we got the main body of the field and the bottom headland done, but there was 2 sorts of straw we couldn't get. So it was left, but we got the 2 sorts of straw here on Tuesday. So the field is finally able to get a headland in. At the 13th of August, it is getting very late to be sowing these cover crops. But I kind of believe in them, even if they're only in for 6 weeks. I believe it's better than nothing. So I'm trying my best to get them in and push them hard. If I don't have them in by the 20th, I'll give up on it. Because there's no point in sowing it for a month. It's just not going to do anything. Yeah, I suppose that's all I have to say.